thank you for your moral and professional and spiritual support, Komala. And so I want to thank all the guides who are with us today, who are joining this retreat. We're starting today a journey of 21 days. We'll meet here every day at this time. Today will be a longer session because we want to make sure that we all get to know each other a little bit and do some work with each other. But otherwise, it will be 21 minutes every day. So really want to thank all the guides, all of you guys who are joining us today, the Guidely team who have worked tirelessly on putting this together. We have a few of them here with us today and a couple that were unable to join us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Komala, for really everything you've done to make this happen.
And hold on,
Thank you, Amir.
Thank you, Amir. Yes, whose mission and purpose and vision for us as a community and a company are beautiful and purpose-filled. And
thank you.
Thank you for leading us here.
Yeah, thank you. So we thought before we dive into the program today, we will share with you a few words about Guidely. We've started Guidely about a year and a half ago with the purpose of connecting individuals with guides on our spiritual development and personal development and spiritual transformation journey, with the concept of never walk alone. So we want to make sure that wherever we are on our journey, struggles, joy, ideas, barriers, restrictions, whatever it is, we have somebody that can support us. And we developed those 16 topics and engaged 100 guides from 17 countries, I think, around the world. Really the best of the best. We have a few of them here. You will hear from 21 of them during this program, and others will be joining us, and we'll do more of those so that you can experience more of them. And feel free to reach out to them or to us when you want to, if you want to create personal sessions with them. Shannon is an incredible matchmaker, really creates miracles. When you schedule an appointment with her, a concierge session, she within 15 minutes will find the right match for you as inner guide. So that's our mission, and we really want you to feel within a community, within similar minds. I promise you, I've talked to many in the past year. You've talked to more. We are all suffering from very similar challenges. We recorded a video yesterday. We qualified ourselves. We are both burnt out. And there are probably just a few here that are not. It's been a rough time, and I think if we come together as a community, we can support each other and come out of it stronger. And we'll have incredible tools throughout this program. So you want to share a little bit about what the program is? What are we doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So as Amir said, we have 21 different guides presenting for 21 days. And we are honored and excited to have Komala kicking us off today. Many of our guides are here, and they're available for you to schedule discovery sessions with or be matched with. But the core of the retreat here is 21 minutes just for you. We'll be exploring new modalities like maybe breath work or tapping, meditation. But really, this time is for you. I know I'm burnt out. I'm stressed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm a mom, I'm a partner, I'm a co-founder, and I'm wearing a lot of hats, and I find that I don't often set aside the time for me. So I'm excited about this retreat, and the replay is available to you if you can't make it live. I know we're all busy humans, so it's in your membership portal that you all should have gotten the link to, and it should drop you right in. And in the portal, you'll see kind of a week one on the right, and right there is where you're going to see all the replays for this. So any replays will be available to you the next morning. A great morning practice, info about the guides, and any downloads or PDFs that will be applicable. So we want to share our intentions for this retreat as a community and personally. Do you want to?
Yeah. So I think that the group, this group is the group that we see as the founding members, if you will, of what will become the Guidely community. We already have a community on Facebook, but this is more, I want to say more of a support system, a closer group that will grow over time and will be able to share resources and will be able to share premium content and support each other on this journey. So we want to make sure that it's results oriented so that you come out of this not just inspired, but have tools to integrate and implement in our day-to-day life. I know I need some tools. And at the end of the day, if you want to do some work with one of our guides, even better. So, and we also have some personal intentions.
Yeah. Would you like to start? Like me to start?
Yeah, you go ahead.
So personally, my intentions for this retreat, I'm very excited to spend 21 days with you all, but mostly with myself and really tapping in, listening. I crave stability and dependability, and carving this time out of my schedule to the best I can is a commitment I'm making to myself. So my intentions are to, I think, build more trust within myself and reliability.
So that's beautiful, and thank you for sharing that. I will tell you, and while we're doing this, feel free to drop your intentions in the chat if you want to share with us what your intentions are. So my intentions are, first of all, really give myself that 21 minutes a day to, as a practice. We've been running so fast, so for such a long time, that the 21 minutes a day seems like a luxury. So forcing it on my schedule and saying, okay, this is, and I want to be here, allow myself to be here as a participant, not just as a host. And I want to be able to integrate some new tools, some refresh my operating system, upgrade the operating system, if you will, so that I can show up in my day-to-day life as a father, as a partner, as a business, whatever I'm doing, in a more present and with more capacity, more grounding, and better connection. So
on that note, I think Komala is going to lead us here to some intention setting, and we'll share more about Komala and her background before she has her 21-minute session later on in about an hour. But Komala is a dear friend and a guide, and she's co-creating this with us.
Thank you. I've very similar intentions like the two of you for myself in this retreat. I'm using this time for really setting aside 21 minutes a day to be with myself. So that's my intention. And maybe some of you can tell I have a German accent. I live in Sedona, Arizona. And then Shannon is going to introduce me later a little bit more. So I want to basically begin with you in a beginning practice. And so take a moment, sit back if you want to, close your eyes or, lower your gaze and just begin resting within yourself. I'm going to take my little bell here and give a signal for the beginning of the practice. So I want to invite you to find that comfortable position. Welcoming yourself. Welcoming the breath into your body. Find a position that allows you to be both comfortable and also alert. Allowing your breath to settle in your body. and feel for what it's like to feel welcome. A sense of belonging within yourself. Welcoming your body as you're sitting in this chair or maybe a sofa while you're listening to this. Feeling yourself welcome in the room that surrounds you. And also feeling welcome to this group of people. 138 of us, and maybe many later, exploring together what it means to feel welcome within ourselves. Notice your breath flowing in and out of your body as your chest is lifting and relaxing. You can sense your body seated. And as this awareness deepens, you might allow for your body to settle into a sense of steadiness, restfulness, yet alertness. Feel for that sense of welcoming, belonging. And then I want to invite you to take a few deep breaths, enlivening your body on the in-breath and allowing to release any tension that already there at the beginning of the retreat for you on the out-breath. Perhaps you notice your feet on the ground, the warmth, the pressure, a sense of grounding. And with this sense of welcoming yourself, that sense of belonging here, both in yourself and in this group, I want to invite you to set your intentions for the retreat with us. And I want to invite you to contemplate the following questions. In 21 days, what will your life look like when you have reclaimed yourself? I'm going to repeat that. In 21 days, what will your life look like when you have reclaimed yourself? In 21 days, what would you like to see more of in your life? Again, in 21 days, what would you like to see more of in your life? And in 21 days, what would you like to see less of in your life? Again, in 21 days, what would you like to see less of in your life? And then I want to invite you to let go of the questions and intention settings. Just for a few more moments, come back to your breath. Noticing the difference that this space of welcoming has created in you. Just taking a few moments to remain with your breath. And I want to invite you now to get something to write with. Some of you may have taken the opportunity to download that amazing journal that Shannon has put together for everybody. If you have it, use it on your page too. And I would kind of have you look at the questions there, the intentions that we've been just setting, and maybe take a few notes on what will your life look like when you've reclaimed yourself. And just take a moment to write. And there are also the other two questions. What would you like to see more of in your life? And what would you like to see less of in your life? Thank you, Shannon. Giving you just another moment to write. And Shannon, if you want to, we can, choose the other tool that you've created, which is the Wheel of Life with everyone now. So Shannon is going to show you the Wheel of Life in a moment. And you also have that in your welcome package. And Shannon, I need to be able to, here we go. I'm good, thank you. So I want you to have a look at the wheel, and you see these different sections there. And you also see markers from 1 to 10 in the wheel. And I would have you take a moment and either if you have the tool there, great, or if not, just write down the section, for example, fun and recreation, and rate yourself and rate your life. Where are you now at in your life? Fun and recreation, is it at a 3 for you? And 10 meaning, you're exactly in having created what you wanted, and not being there like a 2 or a 3, you really want to upgrade that particular area in your life. Take a moment to go through these different areas and look at where you're rating yourself in each one of them. Physical environment, your house, your apartment, your career. Where's your life at as far as money is concerned? Health, friends and family, romance, significant other, personal growth. And as you grade yourself, if you're anything like me, you're going to notice that it's a pretty uneven wheel. There's some areas that are really integrated and some areas that could use some attention. And I would like you to take a moment to look at 3 areas where you're doing really well at and celebrate yourself for a moment. And then I would have you look at 3 areas in your life that could use your attention over the next 21 days. And maybe take a few notes on that. What do you see needs to happen for you in this area, in these 3 areas that would make you feel more grounded in your life? And then I'm going to ask one of our most amazing staff members, Gaia. Gaia, would you create breakout rooms for us? Breakout rooms mostly for 3 people. And I'm going to copy and paste the first job into the chat. And the first breakout room will be, we're going to be in 3 consecutive breakout rooms. And the first breakout room, I would like you to share with the people in your group. Name 3 things you are doing really well in your life. And if you forget, I always also put it in the chat for you. Name 3 things you're doing really well in your life. And then sometime during that sharing, you will see a little screen window opening that will tell you that you have a minute to finish up. So take a moment to announce who you are, name who you are, where you live, and then name 3 things that you do really well in your life.
Komala,
Yes.
I want to pause you just for a moment because I've gotten a couple of questions in the chat about where we can find the resources. And you all should have gotten a welcome email that says log into your portal here. Should log you right in. You shouldn't have to sign in. But if you do have to sign in, it's your email and your password is your email. And right there in the week 1 on the right of the portal, you'll see the resources. If you still can't find them later this evening, you can shoot us an email, shannon@guidely.com or hello@guidely.com, and I'll personally send them to you.
Your email to Amir@guidely.com, I won't be able to.
Or Gaia@guidely.com. Any of the team members, we'll be happy to send these to you, and make sure you know how to use the portal, because that's where we'll be hosting all of the materials for the next 21 days. It's super easy once you log in.
Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.
And I noticed that Heather has her hands up. Is that what you wanted to know, Heather?
I think so. Heather did message me, and I'd like to add, we had a last minute switch with our session 1 guide and Neil, needing emergency surgery, sending him a prayer today. But Komala was so kind to step into his spot today. So if you're looking at the journal right now, it still has Anil as day 1, and Komala is towards the end on day, I want to say 15. So we'll make sure we switch that out, and I'll re-upload a new file for you. But the day is still there for Komala. We'll steer you in the right direction.
Yes, awesome. So, Gaia, are you ready with the breakout room? She's nodding. Awesome. So again, when you find yourself in the breakout room, just state your name and where you live, and then name 3 things that you are doing well in your life that you celebrate about yourself. And then we'll come back together in 5 minutes from now. I'm posting the job for our next breakout room, and you will have 6 minutes for this next breakout room. Name 3 things that you would like to change in your life in the next 21 days. Name 3 things that you would like to change in your life in the next 21 days. And again, I want to invite you to introduce yourself, where you live, and then name those 3 things, and maybe add a little bit of an explanation why it is that you want to change them. Here we go, breakout room 3. Name 3 things, 3 areas in your life that you would like to nurture more.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody. So I would like to invite you to put a comment in the chat. Anything that you discovered maybe in these 3 breakout rooms that was new to you or was really important to you. And Shannon, I'm gonna hand it to you now, yes?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Komala, for leading us through those breakout rooms. I enjoyed my sessions very much. And so,
We met some incredible people and were able to share and hear. So really fun.
So we are very lucky to have Komala here with us today. And as she said, she's in Sedona, but she is an internationally respected teacher and consultant. Her background includes certification as a therapist, a nurse, a naturopathic practitioner, and a counselor. Her trainings and classes on stress management and finding relaxation have helped many to embrace challenges in their life in a creative way. And we personally have been working with Komala over a year now. We saw her in person the first time and did her sound resonance session, which was incredible. I'd love for you to share for a minute about that. But we feel very honored to have you. And we recently finished your compassion cultivation training we took together, and it was really a beautiful, impactful practice that definitely is staying with me.
So has been not only our guide, but also many of our close friends and family members, and really incredible impact on everybody that we've shared. So really fortunate to have you, Komala, and she's our featured 21-minute. So should we count 21 minutes? I know we don't need to. But,
I would like if you just for maybe 1 minute, I mentioned the sound resonance, and I think it's so unique that if we have time in the program, I'd love for you to talk about it just for a minute.
Yes, I think we have time, and then I want Shannon for you to take another moment, maybe to look through some of the comments. Some really beautiful things are coming in here. Sound resonance is something that I started developing in the year 2000, and I work with energy. I actually also teach intuition work, and what I did is I created a software that kicks the energy of the voice into a microphone and then shows you in energy center, color, and sound where your energy bodies are in a repeatable way. And so I very much enjoy this part of my work as well.
It's really beautiful and powerful and just fun, just plain fun. So if you have a chance to book a sound resonance session with Komala, I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So some of the comments really beautiful, what people were experiencing, just like we were in the breakout rooms. A pleasure to meet others, feel a sense of community, nice to meet other supportive folks. Vulnerability and honesty can be hard with people you don't know. These small meetings were awesome and inspiring. Yes. Loved being able to build connections in such a short period of time. Beautiful people with beautiful intentions. I love the diversity. So many synchronicities and laughter. Oh, that's so awesome. So thank you all for sharing. So if we are moving into your session, Komala, this came into a question here, is looking for your material in the journal, and it is in week 3. I'm happy to share the page if that's helpful, if you'd like me to, but I believe you have some materials prepared.
Yes. So you're most likely going to find this in day 15, and there are some questions in there and also some practice instructions. And so there's a beautiful way to start the retreat is with self-compassion. And sometimes when we start a journey, we kind of see the areas that we want to focus in as problems, and we need to do something about those problems. And starting the journey with a sense of really solidly being on your own side. That is something that I would have you create with yourself. Being on this 21 journey, on your side as your best friend. That is what I want to recommend to all of you. And that is what this practice is dedicated to. So I'm going to ring my little bell again, which is basically an indicator that we're starting a meditation practice. And I want to invite you to find that comfortable position that allows you at the same time to remain alert. Taking a few deep breaths, enlivening the body on the in-breath and letting go of any residual tension on the out-breath. If there's any residual tension in the body, you may even want to roll your shoulders a little bit or your neck and just see that you can find real comfort in your body. And again, maybe finding that sense that we talked about in the beginning of just welcoming yourself, having that sense of belonging. And before you close your eyes, I would actually have you open them for a moment and look around the room. We're all fortunate to meet each other in the breakout rooms, but have a look at the beautiful community that we're sitting with. And maybe just meet some of the people around you with your eyes. Noticing, how you belong here and how every other person in this room also belongs here. And, acknowledging how we're creating that space of reclaiming ourselves together for the next 21 days. Beautiful momentum that we're creating with each other. And then if you want to close your eyes or lower your gaze, a soft gaze, whatever is more comfortable for you. at this time. And allow your breath to continue to flow in its natural rhythm. Allowing the mind to settle. And if you catch it wandering, know that that is normal too. And gently but firmly bring it back to the breath. Allowing yourself to be present here now. Letting your mind rest simply in the awareness of the gentle rhythm of your breath. Now think of an area in your life where you experience challenge, where you might experience issues. This could be any of the areas you identified earlier, either in the breakout room or in our opening practice. Or it could be a challenge in a relationship. Perhaps you did not succeed as something that you really wanted. It could even be the way you sometimes relate with yourself. Perhaps you tend to feel self-critical here and there. Notice how you feel about yourself when you think of this experience. How does your heart feel? Do self-critical judgments arise in your mind, making you believe that you're not good enough? And for a few moments, just allow your habitual response to arise. Whatever normally shows up. And I would have you now consider whether there might be a kinder way of relating to yourself in this situation. And perhaps consider what would happen if you had your own back. If you stood at your side the way a good friend would. And notice if anything changes for you. As you imagine this area of challenge and difficulties, knowing that you are here at your own side with a sense of kindness and compassion. Perhaps you can be with yourself with a feeling of concern, tenderness, that sense of being on your own side. Perhaps you even feel the urge to help yourself in the way that you respond to your own challenges, failures, or disappointments with a sense of non-judgmental concern, tenderness, and the urge to help yourself to do something about it. Consider how it feels when you relate to your challenge with acceptance. How does it feel when you relate to yourself with warmth and acceptance, with the thought of, yes, I am okay. I have this challenge and I am okay. Then, with those feelings of tenderness, warmth, and caring for yourself, silently repeat the following phrases. May I be free from this pain and suffering. May I be free from fear and anxiety. May I experience peace and joy. May I find happiness. We repeat this once more. Repeat the following phrases. May I be free from pain and suffering. May I be free from fear and anxiety. May I experience peace and joy. May I be happy. And take a moment to feel what shifts in you. Is there a change in the way that you're feeling about yourself or about the challenges in your life? And notice the shift in yourself. Now, imagine yourself as a small child, running around happily and carefree. Perhaps making a few mistakes along the way, knocking over a few things. Are you feeling instinctively protective toward this child? Do you relate to this child with a natural sense of caring? Let this feeling of tenderness and caring you feel toward this childhood you expand in your heart. And I'm going to teach you a method that you can use for the next 21 days to find this kindness for yourself within your body within a minute. And you can practice this anytime. And now what I would invite you to do is put your right hand on your left upper arm and your left hand on your right upper arm. And give yourself a 2-minute rub. And I want you to know that this actually changes your neurobiology. It puts oxytocin and endorphins into your body. Just notice what happens as you do this. Is your breathing softening? Are you sensing a warmth toward yourself? Are you feeling a sense of calmness? And then releasing all this imagery and also the rubbing of your arms. And for a moment, come back to your breath. And with your eyes closed, take in this beautiful energy that you have created within yourself. And know that you can do this any moment in time you choose to. And I want to read you a quote from the Dalai Lama. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. And if you want to be happy, practice compassion. I just want to say to you before I hand it over to Shannon and Amir, that in your practice instruction, and probably they are still in day 15, maybe you want to take from the session to practice wishes of well-being toward yourself. And I put them for you in the journal. Remember, over the next 21 days, if you're running into challenge, give yourself a hug. And also find a photo of yourself when you were a child. And who do you want to be relating to that child? And maybe have that on your desk or in any area in your life where you feel that that attention is needed. And then before I pass it over to Shannon, I want to remind you, find one word for today. And when you have that word, you might want to write that word down. One word that you're taking away from today.
So beautiful. Thank you, Komala. So we've asked you to come up with one word for today, and it can be a word, we asked you how you were feeling when you entered the room, but maybe a takeaway or something that's sticking with you. And we'd like to do something fun at the end of the 21 days. So every day on your journal or whatever paper you're jotting down on, if you can write down your word, or feel free to drop it in the chat right now, and we can feel how you're feeling or what came up for you.
Yeah, so beautiful. I don't know about you, I already feel tons of tension coming down. Thank you, Komala. This was incredible. So we wanna keep it. I know today was longer. Starting tomorrow, it's gonna be 21 minutes every day. We would like to share with you our guide for tomorrow, so you know what to anticipate.
So tomorrow we will be doing a clarity let go meditation with our guide Nishkam. This meditation will allow you to be more relaxed, natural, and honest in your relationships, build a deep trust in yourself and in life, increase your self-esteem, recognize and reverse fear. And you can repeat this meditation throughout the day to help relax your mind. So I'm very excited, and I know that we'll get a lot out of it.
Yeah. So feel free. We still are open to other participants. If you want to share this, if you want to share on your Facebook, we have a Facebook group for everybody who participates in this. We really want to start building a community. If you feel that this is a relevant setting for somebody else, feel free to invite them. We have not finalized when is going to be the last cutoff date, but probably in the next couple of days we'll cut it off and won't let others, because we really want to create a sacred space for everybody here. So really appreciate everybody joining us today. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Komala. Thank you, Gaia. And thank you to all the guides who have joined us here today, the Guidely team members. And we'll see you tomorrow.
The words coming in the chat are incredible. I want to share how I feel. I feel proud. I'm so proud of all of you for showing up today. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. And I'm really excited about where we're headed. So the words coming in are beautiful. Compassion, comfort, gratitude, peace, rest, love. Wishing you all a wonderful evening full of those things.
And Eric, Eric is our Chief Operating Officer of Guidely, based in Boston, just dropped in the chat if anybody wants to schedule a discovery session with Komala. There is a link in the chat. You can do that.
Also, any questions about tech or where to find materials, you can get us at hello@guidely.com. Thank you all. So we're going to unmute so we can say goodbye. We enjoyed this practice with Komala. So everyone take yourself off mute.
And maybe our cameras too for a second.
If you can.
If you're comfortable with it. And let's say hello, good night, thank you.
Thank you. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.